Alright, good morning. Anyways, I do apologize for the lack of posts. I was supposed to release a Spy Family film review, but I haven't had a chance to keep an eye out for that. But I do want to talk about the latest episode of Kaiju number 8. I did mention last week I'm going to be doing weekly episodes on this, but I just want to give my quick thoughts on this. I made one on TikTok, whatever the case is, but I want to give my full thoughts. Honestly, this episode was pretty solid. It kicks off right where the last one ended, and it essentially just covers like the second chapter and a little bit of the third chapter. But I really love how the flashbacks are incorporated when Kafka is like doing his thing. And like, one thing I really gotta emphasize about this episode is the fact about its comedic moments are absolutely funny. They are genuinely funny. They feel really natural and they add to the story. I love how the comedy in the anime is far better than the manga. Like, yeah, the manga did have its pretty funny moments, but the way it's animated and how it is pretty cool because it adds more humor, it adds more like animation, it adds more of its own unique taste, which is honestly pretty cool. Other than that, not too much actually happened in this episode. 3 months go by since Kafka got his powers. As Kaiju powers, he gets accepted to be in the Defense Corps test. But other than that, we're just not going to jump into the Defense Corps arc, which is going to be pretty cool. One thing I genuinely did love about this is the fact when Kafka uses his powers to fight that Yoku, to fight that monster that was chasing him at the beginning of the episode, or one similar from the previous episode, and him covered in blood was just so cool. Like, that one shot alone, honestly pretty awesome. And we got the introduction of Kikoru, which some people may like her, some people may not, because she's a spoiled brat. Me personally, sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. But as the story progresses, she grows on me as a character. She's not necessarily too bad, if I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, there's not really too much to say about this episode. The comedy, top notch. It's really good. The animation wise, I really do love the quality of the animation. Sure, certain stills of the characters, whenever you pause it, it does look funny. Like Ikoro does look a little bit funny at times. If you actually pause it, her face looks a little bit warped, kind of meme-ish. But I love like the memes that are probably gonna come out of this for Kafka in this kaiju form. It is really cool. As far as Reno goes, we haven't seen him too much, but I do like him as a character. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the series, probably third, fourth favorite. Kafka, he's literally me. He's just me. He's so relatable. I don't know why. Like, I mean, yeah, he's always kind of a loser. Basically me, man. I'm joking, but yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. One thing I do actually want to talk about is the visuals and like the ending, because I've been saying this thing online where people have been getting mad at the opening because it makes absolutely no sense, which kind of confuses me, because like the opening is pretty cool. It's pretty unique. You don't really get to see too much of that like these days, if I'm gonna be honest, because these days it's like most openings kind of spoil the anime if you actually watch. But with this one, it's a little bit more creative and it suits like the theme of the song Abyss, which is made, I can't remember, I think it's made by Youngblood, whatever the case is, because I do like the fact that they use American artists or Western artists for the opening and the ending for Kaiju number 8. It adds a little bit more of a unique factor that sets this anime apart from like some of the other animes such as Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's primarily sang by Japanese artists. Here you got like Western artists, and it makes it sound pretty cool. Like the opening, the visuals, people are saying it's bad CGI. It's not. It's just really unique, and that's how CGI is supposed to look. It doesn't spoil too much, and I honestly like the opening. It might take me a little bit of time, but the ending, One Republic, I wasn't really sold on it when I first heard the song, but after seeing the ending and seeing like the teasers of stuff, I actually liked that. I can't remember the girl with the glasses. I honestly forgot the name because she's mostly a background character. She doesn't really do too much, but I really love the ending. It just fits it like this playful goat theme where you have Kafka and some of the other characters such as Kikoru, Soshiro, Mina, you get like Reno, you get like a little cool montage of some of the other characters. There's little clipboards, there's little images, like stuff they've done or will do in the future, in the past. It's just really cool, and it adds a lot of nods to the manga, like issues, panels, like the specific artwork. It is really cool that the way that they're like honoring it and making it feel a little bit more unique. But overall, this is a pretty solid episode as far as the introduction of these characters going forward. I know people have been saying it's kind of slow so not too much has happened, but be patient because a lot is actually going to happen following this episode. I'd say this is probably like one of the slower episodes, but we're just building up to the other action. Next week is going to be solely dedicated to Kikoru because I believe we're going to get to know her a little bit more as far as the entrance exams. Yeah, we're going to see that just a little bit more. Oh, and in this episode we got to actually see a little bit of Soshiro, best boy, literally one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in this series. Anyways, yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on Kaiju number 8. What did you guys think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I can't wait for next week's episode, and yeah.